G'day guys, it's been a while. I just live south of Sydney. We've had a hell of a lot of rain here. It's been cold as winter I can remember for a while actually, and just trying to get stuff painted and resins to cure, it just takes extra time. So I'll get on with this. So I didn't film everything because there was a bit of a stress out. A lot of this is new to me, so I skipped a bit of that, but now I'm more comfortable with it. In future videos I'll run you through the whole process, but here it is, and I'll catch up with you at the end of the video for a bit of a waffle. Cheers. So I've got hold of the materials. Didn't film doing this because I was a little bit short of time and it was a bit of a stress out because I hadn't done it before, so I just wanted to concentrate on doing this. So I've laid 2 layers of carbon and then 3 layers of fiberglass, and then sort of tried to flow coat it with a bit of resin, and now I'm just sanding it back to get a nice smooth finish before I pop it off the plug, and then I'll trim the edges and do what I have to do to get the right shape. And yeah, so far pretty happy with it. We'll see how we go. So I've sanded back the scoop, give it a rough trim. It is only rough. It's coming up alright, still needs further trimming. But I've still got 2 layers of carbon to go over the top. So any rough edges and everything will get sorted out with that. But it's not too bad. I've got to trim along where it meets the bonnet. I've also got to figure out how to attach it, because I'm not glassing it in, it'll be bolted in. You'll notice these cutouts, which was also on the John Goss. I don't know if you can see that properly, but just at the back there, because the scoop does extend back over the cowl behind the bonnet, because John Goss's sports sedan, the engine was moved back and it was fuel injection. The rear trumpets actually sat under the cowl, so he removed the firewall. So you can see the gap. Because the bonnet's got a slight curve in it. But yeah, and the inside came out pretty good. I mean, you'll see that when the bonnet's up. So yeah, but like I said, it's just roughly trimmed at the moment, and yeah, I'll have to try and sort some brackets out or something and see have a play around. But yeah, like I said, 2 layers of carbon's got to go over this, then flow coated with resin and then sanded. There's a lot of sanding. You can see I've still got to do a bit of filling and a little bit of work on the edges and that, but it's not looking too bad. Well, I finally, after a few delays, laid the carbon, 2 sheets of carbon over the scoop, and all I've got to do is trim it now. You can see just here, this is all needs trimming. It's come up pretty good. I've still yet to sand it. I'll sand it and clear coat it. But yeah, happy with it. I had quite a few problems trying to fold the carbon underneath this. But yeah, I'll repair that. But it went pretty well. Now I'll sand it back, get it nice and smooth and flat, and then clear coat it, and it'll be painted black with just the carbon showing through in a few spots. I'll get onto that later after I sanded it. Still a fair bit of sanding and trimming to do. So yeah, but yeah, overall pretty happy. So okay, I've put 3 coats of matte clear, 2-pack matte clear on these pretty heavy coats, mainly because so I've got a few runs and stuff, but mainly because I have to use the clear as a bit of a filler, just for minor imperfections. I'm not too worried because these will be painted, and now I'm going to sand this back and start the patina process. So 90% of these will be painted, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, it's come up, does look pretty good, but yeah, it's too much for what I'm going for. So yeah, pretty happy with it, how it come out. Like the matte finish, looks pretty good. So here we go with the patina finish. Finally the scoop's finished and the sunshine is out. Yeah, I don't know, I can see the idea was the carbon was supposed to be where the paint's chipped off, the carbon discolors. So I don't know if I'm happy with those colours. I've changed the name to Mighty McLeod to Mighty McLeod. Don't know, just thought I'd do it. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it still needs a little bit of work. So I'm reasonably happy. These bonnet pins, that's actually the way I bought them, all sort of chipped up like that. So they'll stay like that. Also changed the front from Unger wheels to Simmons wheels because I'm running Simmons wheels. So still not, these are meant to be stone chips. Still needs a little bit more work, I think, but overall I'm happy with the shape of the scoop. It was a lot of work, and yeah, another job finished. Paint didn't stick too well to them, but it's supposed to be like that. So yeah, onwards and upwards, another part done. This is my next project. I'll let you try and guess what that is. It's been a bit of a mindfuck, but yeah. It's rough because it is. I made it all out of scrap timber. Next video. Yeah, so basically scoops for the bonnet, and the bonnet pretty much done. I'll wait until I mock the whole car up before I sort of see how the colours and everything fits. It might need a bit of adjustment in here and there, but overall reasonably happy. The colours of the carbon I'm not 100% sure on, but yeah, it is what it is. There was, after I put the carbon on, I did about 3 coats of matte clear, sanded that back to get it nice and flat, and then did my carbon colours that are just poking through and the scratches and everything. Come covered that with sort of like a latex, no, sorry, then cleared it, give it a couple more clear coats of matte clear, then covered it with like this latex sort of masking liquid, and then painted the black onto it, and then the masking clear, masking latex shit, just rub off with your fingers, and it looks like it's the paint's actually chipped off. It's a modelling used for making plastic models and stuff like that. So yeah, the last month or so been really busy. I took the wife away for a couple of weekends. Went to Cairns and had a good look around up there. Ticked the box. Went to the Australian Artillery Museum, and they had a tiger tank there, which they're built from bits and pieces they've found all over the world. So I'll put some pics up at the end of the vid if you're interested. That was a big thing for me, because since I was a kid I've been enthralled with those things. Like a lot of people that are into that sort of stuff, tiger is right up there with the World War II tank stuff. So yeah, that was really good. Cairns was really beautiful. We went up the Daintree and like I said, had a good look around. And then we went for another weekend away down to Tasmania, right down to they call it the end of the road, down to Southport. Got a house on the beach there, and that was really nice. Managed to see the Southern Aurora, or the Southern Lights, or whatever you want to call it, which was really great timing. Again, that was another box ticked. I was actually, when I retire, I wanted to go to Finland or one of those northern Scandinavian countries and see the Northern Lights. But yeah, this ticked the box for me. So yeah, that was really good. Tasmania is really beautiful. Went to Port Arthur and stayed in Hobart. Hobart's amazing. If you ever get a chance, go to Tasmania. And we only just scratched the surface, just around Port Arthur, Hobart, and down south. Really nice place. I've already started the next project. You've probably already seen that in the video, or be just after this, maybe before, I don't know, depends on how I edit it. And yeah, that's been a bit of a mindfuck, but I'm getting there. Probably going to be, I'll go through it in the next 4 to 5 weeks and get that made. So the next video is going to be a while, and yeah, hopefully it comes out okay, or I'm wasting my fucking time. But if it comes out half as good as this, I'll be happy. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, it's just been really cold, hard to get stuff to dry. You've got to take your time, be a bit patient. I've had a few minor little issues with not letting stuff dry, but only minor stuff, which I corrected. Yeah, I think that's it. Cheers. But wait, there's more. I knew there was something I wanted to tell you guys. Got myself a TIG welder. I've only had a little bit of a play with it. It's got lots of little dials to play with. It seems like a pretty good unit. For a chump like me, I'll just keep playing with it. Been watching a few videos, got my bottle of gas from Bunnings, and yeah, interesting. Just to show you how brave I am, that was my very first efforts. But yeah, I have done a couple other pieces and they've come up pretty good. So I'll keep playing with it and get my shit sorted with TIG welding, and then I can start on the dash and start making brackets and stuff like that. But yeah, interesting. It's not as easy as you think. It's more about getting yourself in the right position and and getting the flow and really watching what you're doing. It's harder than MIG, but if you can MIG weld, you can TIG weld. You know what you're after. So that part's easy and already done. You know what you're looking for in the weld, but it's just getting the movement and the flow and getting yourself in the right position and comfortable. But yeah, I'll get there. I'll keep playing. Anyway, stand by for some pictures of my little weekends away, if you're interested. Otherwise, catch you next time. Okay, if you're still around, this is up at the Daintree, just where the rainforest meets the beach. Really beautiful, really pretty. Loved it up there. The Tiger Tank, really worth visiting if you're up that way at Cairns, the Military Museum. And here's Hobart. Again, beautiful. Not a breath of wind the whole weekend we were there. It was really, really pretty. And this photo was taken the night of this. We saw the Southern Lights, not taken by me. And yeah, that's just the house by the beach we stayed in, and another house by the beach we stayed in at Port Arthur. But yeah, great trip, and thanks for watching. Cheers.